Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.
To answer to our questions, and then which countries could possibly open the tourism bureau in Azerbaijan? Yes, please.
I think you mean outbound travelers from Azerbaijan to the world. Azerbaijan has been starting a lot of new connectivities. Azerbaijanis especially love to travel to sun and sea destinations during summer months, and in this regard, the traffic to Turkey is very high, to all the beautiful beach destinations. But I think also that Azerbaijanis love to travel to Georgia. Over the past years, the numbers of Azerbaijanis traveling and visiting Georgia is very high. So I think that also between the neighboring countries there is a good number of traffic.
Yeah, and then Mr. Florian, are there any plans to open a tourism bureau in all the countries?
For now, the Azerbaijan Tourism Board has a representative office in Israel. There is recently in October we also opened a representative office in Moscow, and very soon, beginning 25, we'll be opening also a representative office in Istanbul. So this is basically also reflecting the core markets in the region of travel movement.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Florian. And then, which measures does Georgia apply to develop tourism?
Azerbaijan or Georgia? Yeah. I think I better refer to Azerbaijan because you will ask the colleagues from the GNTA what they are doing and what they are applying in Georgia. For us, very important is always the balance between a social, economic, and ecological development. So basically, there is a lot of examples where when we develop tourism, it should firsthand also benefit the locals who are living in villages, especially in the regions. And one example is Pascal. It's a beautiful village famous for the Kalahai silk print, right? And Pascal, some years ago, was really not a place to visit. Although there is beautiful hammam, 15th century. There is like amazing forest, natural resources, and there is also the center of Kalahai printing. Now with infrastructure, with a hotel nearby, it also gives the opportunity for local to develop business activities and for travelers to immerse in this beautiful sites. So I think this is what we will continue to do, is like in places around the regions, especially in Azerbaijan, to develop this amazing number of resources into immersive travel experiences.
Exactly, that's a wonderful idea.
Yes, and especially there is a lot of these resources available.
Yeah, and then Mr. Florian, how does the closing of borders affect of tourism generally?
In general, it's like what we see is that there is still traffic, especially from long-haul travelers visiting the region. So from Azerbaijan to Georgia, foreigners are allowed to cross the border, and we see actually this is working very well. So the northwestern region, when we look at Sheki, Sakartala, Gach, I still don't see a big drop of numbers. Because of increased number of local travelers and also foreigners who cross basically from Azerbaijan towards Georgia.
Mr. Florian, and the end questions. Please, what are the activities doing in Karabakh to develop tourism?
There is a lot of beautiful already developments with regard to tourism. Tourism is a beneficiary, Infrastructure, roads are built, accessibility is granted. So that's the baseline for tourism, right? Apart from that, there is also hotels recently opened in Akhdam City Hotel. You have in Shusha beautiful hotels, conference hotels, locations. You have already have infrastructure also built in other regions. So I think the progress is extremely fast. and extremely beautiful, and an enormous potential awaits. Whether this is Tuch, Azer, Shusha, obviously as the pearl, cultural pearl of Azerbaijan. So I think there is a lot to come, and for us it's great to see that the progress is very fast, and inshallah very soon we can see a lot of more travelers also experiencing Karabakh region.
Yeah, Mr. Florian, thank you to give us full and interesting answers.
Thank you very much.
You,
thank you.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
The Checkpoints is presented by pharmaceutical company GM Pharma.